Welcome back. This is Rich again, and the next video blog exclusively on YouTube I'm doing is about 16 of my favorite TV women meteorologists. And a couple of days ago, I did my 16 of my favorite TV men meteorologists of all time, and I have to be in the interest of fairness. 16 of my favorite TV women meteorologists. Unlike the one I had previously, which was mostly Boston eccentric, this is going to be a mix between TV female TV female meteorologists who've worked in the Boston TV market in the past. Some of them work in the Twin Cities of St. Paul and Minneapolis, Minnesota, and some based out of Florida. But first, this message. Like Crystal's Time Machine Facebook page, like her on Twitter, like her on YouTube, and follow Crystal's Time Machine on Instagram, and also listen to Crystal's Time Machine every Friday and Saturday night from 9 to 11 p.m. on WCAP 980, where everybody gets it. If you can't catch the show live, listen to the podcast exclusively on archive.org. Goes back to October 2015. Okay, now back to the video. And here is the 16 of my favorite TV women meteorologists. Some honorable mentions before I go through this list. There's going to be quite a few. If I include all of these on here, it would take well over 20 to 30 minutes. And some of the honorable mentions are Sarah Robleski and Lexi O'Connell of WBZ TV or CBS News Boston, Shirley Spear and Vicki Graff of Boston 25, Jacqueline Thomas of WMUR TV Channel 9 in Manchester, Sarah Long of WMTW ABC8 in Portland, Maine. She originally was a meteorologist for WGME Channel 13 in Portland, Maine. Also, April Love Land of CBS 3 in Norfolk, Virginia. Christina Anthony, who worked in Philadelphia and Western Michigan. She's out of the television business now. And Kate Wenzel of WPTV in West Palm Beach, Florida, and Nikki D. Ray of News Channel 5 in Nashville, Tennessee. And now here are the top 16. Number 16 on this list, Haley LaPointe, who's the weekend meteorologist for WMUR TV Channel 9 in Manchester, the ABC affiliate. She's been with WMUR for close to 10 years. She worked before that in mainly the Midwest part of the United States. She's went to the Linden College, which a lot of that's a famous meteorological school in Linden, Maine. That's where many TV meteorologists went to school at. Number 15 on this list is Daniel Breezy, who's the chief meteorologist of ABC2 WKRN in Nashville, Tennessee. Before that, she was the weekend morning meteorologist for WCBB Channel 5 in Boston for about 3 years. She went under the name Daniel Volmar, and she previously worked in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. She is married to former Boston radio DJ for Big 103.3, Joey Breeze. And from time to time, Danielle fills in on ABC's Good Morning America. Number 14 on this list is Jackie Lair, who currently works for DC Now in the Washington, D.C. area for about 7 years. She worked in the Boston television market first for NECN and NBC 10 Boston, and for 4 years she was the weekend meteorologist of WHCH Channel 7. She previously worked in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Number 13 on this list, Nellie Corena, who's currently the chief meteorologist of Univision 23 in Dallas, Texas. And previously she worked many years in Boston for NECN, and she also previously worked in Telemundo for Chicago. And once she dated former Red Sox player Mike Napoli. Number 12 on this list, Cindy Fitzgibbons, currently the chief meteorologist for WCBB Channel 5 in Boston. She's the first woman TV meteorologist in Boston television history. Previously, she worked in many markets, including Burlington, Vermont, North Pole for WPTZ, My NBC 5. And before coming to WCVB, she worked 10 years on Boston 25 as the morning meteorologist. I met Cindy a couple of times. She's very, very talented. Number 11 on this list is Chelsea Priest, the former morning meteorologist of ABC 6 WLNE in Providence, New Bedford. She worked on WLNE for about 10 years. And she was born and raised in Rhode Island, went to Plymouth State College, and she got out of the television business this past November. She's probably working outside the television industry. And I was a frequent, I would always comment to Chelsea a lot on her morning live video blog chats on Facebook, and I would always tell her what national day it was. Number 10 on this list is Dylan Dreyer. Currently, she fills in from time to time with Al Roker on the Today Show. She previously worked as a meteorologist in Erie, Pennsylvania, Providence, Rhode Island, New Bedford for WJAR and BC 10. And for 5 years, she was the morning meteorologist for WHCH Channel 7 in Boston. And I will not be shocked if when Al Roker retires from television, that Dylan's probably going to be the chief meteorologist for the Today Show. Number 9 on this list is Linda Church, who worked for many, many years on WPIX Channel 11 in New York, and she also worked for WCBS Channel 2 in New York. She retired from the television business in 2017. If I did a list with this several years earlier, she'd probably be in the top 5 on this list, but there's other meteorologists that's kind of past her, and we'll get to them very shortly. Number 8 on this list is Ario Hooley, who went to the University of Massachusetts in Lowell for meteorology, which they produce some um, good television meteorologists, including Kevin Levmanowitz, Sarah Long, Sarah Lubreski, Daniel Noyes, and a few others. And she worked for WABI Channel 5 in Maine, Bangor, Maine, and NBC2 in Charleston, South Carolina, the low country. She got out of the television business just before COVID-19 hit in March of 2020. Basically now raising a family. She's number 7 on this list is Ren Claire, who is the weeknight meteorologist for ABC5 in the Twin Cities, Minneapolis, St. Paul. Before that, she worked at WHGH Channel 7 in Boston, and she also worked in Wisconsin. And she wanted to be a scientist when she was going to college. Number 6 on this list, from number 6 through number 2, you could, I could easily have swapped all of these meteorologists in this order, but this is the list right now. Number 6 is Amy Sweezy, who currently freelances for WBTV in Charlotte, North Carolina, and Spectrum 13 in Orlando, Florida. And for about 18 years, she was the morning meteorologist for WESH, NBC2 in Orlando, Florida, which is the sister station of WCBB Channel 5. And I own an autographed photo of Amy. And Amy is also a producer / reporter for a public television show called Growing Bolder, which is mainly features people who are like in their 40s and 50s. Number 5 on this list is Elizabeth Hart, who currently hosts a show called Resi Set Renovate, and also she appears on the Daily Flash. For many years, she was the weekend meteorologist on News 6, and before she was in Tampa, Miami, Baltimore, the Midwest, and one of her goals was to participate in the National Scrabble Tournament. Number 4 on this list is Lisa Meadows of WCCO Channel 4, CBS, Minnesota. And she's been with CBS Minnesota since 2018. Before, she was in markets Fort Wayne, Indiana, and the CBS owned and operated affiliate CBS News Sacramento. Number 3 on this list is Sandra Shaw, who's the weekday meteorologist for WPBF ABC 25. And she's been there for over 10 years. Before that, she worked in such markets as Alabama and Baltimore, the sister station to WPBF, WBAL, and she's known for videos on a Facebook page for many years, Off the Wall, and she brought so much enthusiasm to doing these video blogs. A lot of them were very entertaining and funny. Number 2 on this list is Molly Rosenblunt, who worked as a meteorologist for about 6 years, first in New Orleans and then Fox 35 in Orlando, Florida, and CBS Minnesota from 2015 through 2018. She left TV in the summer of 2018 due to unprofessional on the air. Can't speculate what happened. And currently she does PR. She's, very talented. Wish she was on television today. And number 1 on this list is Julie Broughton of News 6. She doesn't do the weather that much anymore because she's an anchor on News 6 at 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. But she did weather a lot. First in Evansville, Indiana, and Chicago, Illinois on Chicagoland TV, which was a regional news network, which is no longer on the air. And she's been in Orlando since 2001, first for Spectrum 13, and since 2010 on News 6. And Julie is usually on Facebook live video blogs with Lisa Bell and Ginger Gastain. I always comment on their live video blogs, and they usually give me a shout out from time to time. And Julie's very, very talented, in my humble opinion. And that's about it on that. Have a good night, and don't forget to comment on these video blogs. I'll be back soon. Bye now.